Moin Moin, and welcome to the English Shopware Livestream number 10. In case you are confused, right before that stream we had another live stream, but it's the same thing, just in German and now in English. So we will do this in the future quite often. Is this right? Yeah. We will do 2 live streams back to back. So the first one at 10 o'clock will always be German, and the second one at 11 o'clock, both German time, of course. This is, and then the English one. Okay, it's a little bit hard for me to switch from the German to English that fast, but that just means that my English will get better over time. So, okay, what to expect? First, who am I? In case you don't know me, I'm Niklas Tschösch. I'm the developer evangelist of Shopware. And right now we are streaming on a real short notice, so to say. So there may be some bumps in the streaming road ahead, at least today. Next stream will be with more fleshed out first part, because we already had an English stream and we had several German live streams. And in case you watched them, you may have noticed that in the past there were 2 guests. And I just talked to them, and then the live stream was over. Now we have a new concept. This concept is that the first half of the live stream will be me talking, like I'm doing now. But today this will be a little bit shorter, just so you are aware of that. And then there will be some news and updates from me, some little fun stories, something like that. And the second half will be 1 guest. Today the guest will be Shayim, or Sona, but he will introduce himself later on. And he is one of our developers, and I will talk to him about Shopware 5.6, which is really awesome. I just talked to him about that, and great things will happen. Okay, currently I did not manage to get the chat between the 2 live streams. I still have the old chat, so I can't see what you are typing, but I'm here with a wonderful guy, Max, who does the technical stuff today, and he will send me over Slack the more important things, or when you are tagging me with an @Niklas or something like that. Then I will see that, and after a short break before Shayim will be here, I will switch chat, and then I can see live what you are typing. Okay, but you are able to interact. This is live. Okay, so next slide. Yeah, I'm writing down what I'm about to talk, what I want to talk about, and I did this like that. It's upside down. So I put this empty card in front so you can have some peace of mind and are not distracted by me holding it like this the whole time. Okay. Anyway, a lot of things happened since the last live stream, especially since the last English live stream. And we released 2 new versions of Shopware 6 during that time. The first thing that we released was Shopware 6 Developer Preview. And recently we released the Shopware 6 Early Access. Now, the question is, what is the difference between these 2? First, the developer preview version was like a little bit like hit or miss. So you installed it and it worked, and you installed it 5 minutes later and it didn't work because there was a new commit, and this commit broke something. This was okay, and we wanted to do it that way in the early access version, because we wanted to do this move fast, break things thing, because when something is merged fast, other developers can start working on their features and include the new code faster, things like that. So we kind of said bugs are okay in the master branch of Shopware 6. And the 6E8 does not change that much. It gets better. It gets better fast, but still our main focus is to move on fast and make this stability and heighten the stability. Is this even a word? I don't know, but make it more stable while we go. Okay, so but what's then the difference is the question. What's the difference between the developer preview and the early access version of Shopware 6? Well, first of all, the early access version is a tag in GitHub, and you can download it from shopware.com. So this version is in a stable state. The features that are there are far from being complete, so there is a lot of stuff that we will be adding over time, but that what is there is stable. There may be bugs because it's early access, but it's stable, so you can always just check out early access version and everything is fine, everything will work. But going from there, the development will be a little bit rough. Yeah, but there will be a couple of versions ahead, and it will get better over time. So there is a question: make Shopware 6 on Mac with Docker installable. Actually, we are on it. The thing is, in case you, I mean, you will obviously know about Docker on Mac, but maybe some of the other people that are watching may not be aware of that. Docker on Mac is slow when you mount volumes that have a lot of files in them. So when you do the default Docker setup on Mac and you mount the whole Shopware folder inside of the Docker container, then things are getting slow because Shopware consists of a lot of files. And to prevent this, there are a lot of projects that try this by using rsync or something like that. But this is all something that we can't put out there as the default way, because this is all these projects that try to take care of this problem are not stable for every user. So we need a solution for you that is fast without depending on projects that aren't stable. And currently, as far as I know, we are doing this by copying a lot of stuff in the container beforehand on launch, or maybe even compile it into the image, I'm not sure, and then working with that. But bottom line, we are on it, and there will be some documentation and an updated Docker image for Mac in the near future. Okay, so we are aware of the problem and we are working on it. Okay, back to the release, dev EA. As I said, there will be releases in the future and it will get better and better over time. So just use the EA tag for now if you want to show someone what Shopware 6 is currently looking like and what it does. You can even get a demo shop when you contact the sales. So there, with the EA version, a lot of stability was put into this. There's an installer, stuff like this. But going from this, so when you are pulling the master right now, there will be bugs again or breaks again. So just be aware of that. Yes, okay. And some of you may have noted that actually there was some live streams in the recent past, but that was a different kind of live stream. It was not this cozy atmosphere that we have here. Is this a word, atmosphere? Doesn't matter. But it was me with a fairly green face because there was some issue with the lighting, sadly. And I talked about developing Shopware. This was the Shopware Quick Start, Shopware 6 Quick Start live stream. I did 2 in English and 2 in German. And the thing is, on academy.shopware.com, we have documentation. We have complete video courses or video trainings for Shopware 5, but not for Shopware 6. So why is that? Because Shopware 6 changes rapidly right now, and doing a video training in a high quality setting takes a lot of time. So you can say for all this stuff, it's 1 or 2 weeks maybe, if everything goes well, for a complete set of trainings. And then when these 2 weeks are over, I would have to do it again because things have changed and the documentation I just created or the video I just created would have been outdated. So we opted for the quick start. So this is far less content than it is in a training. The purpose of these quick starts is to get you up and running and get you on a level where you can start with the documentation and that you get a feeling for how to work with Shopware 6. You can find this, as I said, on academy.shopware.com because every live stream is recorded. And we will update this regularly, or more or less, not in the next 3 weeks because then I'm on vacation. But after that, we will update this. Okay, if you think a quick start is not what you want and you want to have a full featured training, then currently we have offline training, so you would have to travel to our headquarter in Germany, in Schöppingen. But in case you are from the Netherlands, that's not that far, so you could just come over and book a training again on academy.shopware.com. Then you get a certificate as well, which is nice. Okay, so one update that I'm just putting out now, so because I talked about it already in the quick start, is the theme system is live. So up until now, to create a theme for Shopware 6, you have to create a plugin. That doesn't change. Okay, that stays the same, but there is now a theme create command in the console, and you don't have to do anything in your PHP file, but you have a plugin, a theme configuration file. I showed this in the last quick start, real quick. Real quick because it was a quick start, obviously. There's documentation on this on docs.shopware.com. When you go to internals, plugins, and then plugin themes, there is a documentation on that. Currently, we are not planning to do a theme system like it was in 5, at least not in the next future, in the near future, because for Symfony, this is a plugin, and for the way we are doing it now with a theme system, everything you have to do is use the default PHP file. That's it. Everything else is like a theme feels. And if you want to sell it on the plugin store, for example, then you still have to build a plugin from it. So it's kind of, we are not sure if the overhead that we would have to implement and the more complexity we would have to add to the product is worth the 3 lines of PHP that is then not shown to the user. So we are not sure about that. Okay, so this is basically everything for this live stream that I have prepared. In the future, there will be a little bit more, like, for example, pre-recorded interview with that is just a few minutes, but still it is something to show you Shopware, or talking about interesting things with interesting people, but they can't be here in the live stream. Things like this. It's a little bit more fluffy, the whole live stream. And we will have more media, things like that. It's getting there, but the new concept, as I said, will be like this, me talking. Maybe there will be some stuff here in the future, like little texts or images, videos. We will see. The next thing that happens now is I will talk to Shayim. We will have to move things around a bit, so it will take around 5 minutes. During these 5 minutes, you will see a break screen, and then we will be back live. And I can say it will be awesome. So stay tuned, 5 minutes break, and then I will talk about Shopware 5.6 and all the great new stuff with Shayim. Hello and welcome back. And now, as I promised, I'm here with the wonderful Shayim. Shayim, that's not your real name, right?
Yes, my real name is Zoherci, and everybody outside in GitHub know me as Shayim because it's my nickname.
So you were a player, a computer
Yes,
game player.
it's more my player name, but why creating a new nickname when I can use it?
Yeah, I mean it's the same for me. Although I tend to not use my gamer nickname for GitHub or something. I have actually an account with my gamer nickname on GitHub as well, but nobody knows. No, that's not true. But I try to keep it separated a bit. But the thing is, I wasn't involved with Shopware before I started working at Shopware. That's different for you, right? You were involved with Shopware before you started working there.
Yeah, I worked for 3 years for a shop agency before.
So you have 3 years of Shopware experience.
Yes.
And you are the community Mitglied. Hello German. The community member with the most commits, I think.
Yes.
And the biggest ones, of course.
Yeah.
So you were the most active member, one can say.
I had around about 120 pull requests also.
Yeah. Okay. How many of them were merged?
70%.
70%. That's great. Hey, hi Safer. Is it? I'm not sure. I have to say this. Now I see the chat, and yeah, Michael, you know the nickname, and I will most likely butcher your names. Like hi Safer. I have no idea if your name is pronounced like that, but I'm trying. Okay. Great. Yeah, Shayim the legend, right? You are a legend.
And after the agency, I switched to Shopware as employee.
And now you're doing what?
I'm now in the Shopware 5 squad and working on the next Shopware releases.
On the next Shopware 5 releases?
Yes, and the next Shopware 5 releases, and the next is 5.6.
5.6. Okay, 5.6 is a big step, I think, because we already talked about this in the German live stream, and there was a lot to talk about. Actually, we were running out of time a little bit in the end, which maybe because I'm someone who talks a lot, I'm not sure. Okay, but anyway, let's start. First, we talk about breaks in Shopware 5.6 because there are breaks.
Yeah, we changed a little bit in on the system requirements. We changed our minimum PHP version to 7.2.
So I have to update my PHP on the server to 7.2 in order to install 5.6.
Yes.
A question, what about the compatibility between the Shopware 5.5 and 7.2?
7.2 is already supported on Shopware 5.5.
So I can update my PHP version whilst they're running 5.5.
Yes.
Of course, I'm doing this on a test server first.
Yeah. First test.
You should do it on a test server. Do things on a test server first.
Yes.
Okay. And then I can safely upgrade to Shopware 5.6.
Before you should also upgrade your MySQL server.
Oh.
You will need at least MySQL 5.7.
Why?
We want to support less MySQL versions. We have less more testing. And
something was about the date fields, right?
Yes, and we want to use the current timestamp in the default date. So when the order is created, we don't want to fill the default value every time in PHP.
Okay. So we just have the now function and it works.
Yeah.
Okay. So MySQL 5.7. Okay, but I'm not sure. I actually never did that. Can you do an in-place upgrade of your database? I think not.
Yeah, no.
Maybe.
Not.
Maybe someone did already in the chat. Then you can tell me. Oh, you have fans in Bosnia too. He's an international star. Great. Live update during premium hours. What can go wrong? Nothing. Everything will be fine. Okay, but breaks in Shopware 5.6. What else did we do?
We have also upgraded our Elasticsearch requirements. So you will need Elasticsearch 6 at least.
Why that?
Our underlying Elasticsearch library only supports these versions for the PHP version 7.2, and the older versions are also left from support from Elasticsearch.
Oh, okay.
And we don't want to support it anymore.
Yeah, because old software. Everything else is old software.
Yes.
And other than Shopware 5.6, it's not supported with love. It's just abandoned.
Yeah.
But yeah, we love Shopware 5, as you can see. Do we have any other breaking changes?
Not breaking changes, not really.
No breaking changes. Okay. Oh, by the way, when you write in English, you tend to be a lot shorter than in German.
Yes.
Maybe this is the same with speaking in English. So maybe we are done in like 10 minutes. Let's see. Okay. And then we have some interesting new things in Shopware 5.6.
Yes. We have done a lot of new things for developers.
Mm-hmm.
We have, as example, implemented something we call content types.
Content types. We have a code. We have code for that.
Yes.
So this was for Max. Yes, great, awesome. So what is a content type? No, this is the wrong. Start with 1, please. Great,
Yes.
thank you.
Content type is what we name is something like attributes, but we create a new complete entity in the Shopware.
And by judging from that, we are doing this through an XML file.
Yes. You can do it with XML or with the backend menu. We have also the same capabilities in the backend for the shop owner. There's
Okay, that's something you did not say in the German live stream. Okay, but hey, okay, let's concentrate on the XML. What that means is, I'm creating this XML file either by hand or through the backend.
Yes.
And then in Shopware, this results in a new database table.
Yes.
Okay. What else do I get?
You will get automatically a API controller where you can request the data which is in the table and write and update and delete. Just
Okay,
a typical CRUD thing.
it's part of the API.
Yes.
Okay.
Automatically part of the API.
Mm-hmm.
You will get your own API. You will get your own backend controller.
Backend controller?
Backend controller and the backend menu point where you can access the new module.
So in the interface.
Yes.
Do we have an image for that?
Yes, that's next.
We do have an image for that. So by creating this XML file, I get in the, I'm feeling like one of these telemarketers, you know, and you're not only getting this, you're getting that and that. No, but it's like that. I mean, you're getting a database entry, a database table, you're getting a menu in the back end already finished. It's just there.
Yeah.
Like magic.
Yeah. And then there's a typical Shopware module where you can create and edit the new records.
And this is, where is this located actually?
It's in default, it's in the content section, but you can configure it anywhere.
Oh, okay. So I could add it to the products, for example.
Yes, you can also change the backend icon.
All in the XML file.
Yeah.
XML file, it's not X. This is German.
And
Okay.
that's the example of the recipients. We have a title, description, image.
Receipts.
Receipts.
Oh, this is wrong. Recipients would be something else. But yes,
Yeah.
receipts, it's about cooking receipts
Yes.
like that.
Image. So that's all those fields are created using the XML.
And now I can just add new things. And yeah, Edin is already asking the right question. Is it possible to relate content types to each other?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. You can just create a new type for it and write in the type field the type name as field name, and it automatically linked it together.
And in this case, in this example, there is a related, or wait, in this example, because for you it's there, for me it's down there. In this example, the products are loaded in as a relation.
Yeah.
Okay, was this in the XML as well?
Yes. Not in this example.
Okay. Not in the example, okay.
But in the use, yes.
Okay, and I can just do, I can do receipts and, for example, the author.
Yeah. You can create author and link it together, so you have the auto separately.
Okay, great. But Shayim, is this everything those people get?
No.
No, it's not everything. We have another slide for you.
Optional, you can enable also the frontend support. So you will get a frontend listing for it and the detail page. Also, we create the URLs.
But wait. Just slower. This is auto-generated, so I get a page where all my content is listed, the receipts in this case.
Yes.
But maybe this is ugly. I don't like that.
It's only the fallback template. When you place the template in the right directory, your template will be loaded. You can create in the views folder. Views folder is a typical frontend order. Frontend folder. Yeah. And there can you create a new folder with the name of your type. And there can you create an index TPL or a detail TPL and override everything.
Okay, so I just get my model in the template and I can do whatever I want with it. So and then this is replaced by my template as soon as I create it. If I do not create a template inside my plugin, it just gets rendered by default. And there is a detail page as well, and I think we have a screenshot from that as well. So yeah, great. Yeah. Awesome. So this is just basically a list of all data, but the image, I uploaded this or? Yeah.
In XML, when you enable the frontend support, you have to map some fields like the title, image, and the description.
Yeah.
We need these fields also for the meta title, for the all zero fields.
But okay, so I do some wiring so that the template, the auto rendering of the template knows what is what.
Yeah.
But this is again configured in the XML.
Yes.
Okay, and then it's just displayed, and if I do not want this, I can just override it with my own template.
Yeah.
And can I use receipts in, for example, directly attached to the product page?
Yes, we have, for that reason, we a new Smarty function, fetch content. There can you pass the type name and some filter and sortings.
Okay, so I can just go to the product detail page and say, fetch content receipts, and then I just get all receipts, and I can filter it and say, okay, give me some receipts that are related to the current product, and that's it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, I think you backported this from Shopware 6, right?
Not really backported. I have implemented it at first as a plugin. I got the idea from our CMS framework. And it was
so this
cool.
is not in Shopware 6, but it will be in the future.
Yeah.
And it will be ported. It will be basically ported from 5 to 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, more or less, but the idea will be ported. Okay, that's great. So you get it first with Shopware 5, which is awesome. What do I get in front end on related content type? Only the ID or also the fields?
You will get also the complete data.
Complete data.
Yes.
Okay. Not only the ID, but also the fields. Okay, that is awesome. I'm still completely excited about this. I only realized today what that means. So I'm still excited. I'm not sure. I don't know about you.
It was very complicated to explain it to the product owner what it does.
Yeah. Because if you do not have anything to show yet, it's difficult. Yeah. Okay. But we still have, apart from that, we have some other interesting things, interesting new things.
Plugin migrations.
Plugin migrations.
Database migrations.
Database migrations for plugins.
Yes.
Okay. So a Shopware 5 plugin is able to?
We have a new CLI command to generate plugin migrations. You can just write S3 generate migration and name a identifier. And with -p can you specify which plugin where the migration should be generated the file.
Okay, and then I have a new migration, and so what?
Yeah, you have the up method, which is run when the plugin is installed or an update is running, and we have also a down method, which is called which will be executed when the plugin is uninstalled.
And Shopware knows what plugin has executed which migration.
Yes.
So there is a table for
Yeah.
that in Shopware
Yeah.
5. And okay, so that what that means is when I update my plugin, I only have to create a new migration file.
Yeah.
If I change, oh, that's great. So for the plugin developers, what would be cool is to look at blue-green deployment and stick to that. Just saying, forgot that in the German part, but blue-green deployment is a thing, people, plugin people.
Yeah.
Oh, Eden is asking, is it possible to relate to existing types such as articles, category, shopping worlds? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the example, there was a relation to products. So yes, it's possible.
Plugins can also add in new fields. Just very easy. You have to specify a XJS element, which should be used to display it in the administration, the backend. And you have to write a processor which takes the ID and creates the array. So we have a template, not the ID.
Okay, but that's doable. And Christopher is asking, is it possible to write these content types as a plugin? I think it's only possible as a plugin.
A plugin, or the shop owner can create it using the UI.
Oh, it's both.
Yeah.
But
both.
I can just add the XML file to a plugin, and then the new content type is installed with the plugin.
Yeah.
Okay, so the shop owner can do it by hand, or I can add it as a plugin.
Yeah.
So this is actually really nice. For example, for something like a receipt thing, and let's not forget templates are plugins as well.
Yeah.
So I could deliver a new template with these content types. So very specific templates for a specific type of shop. Like for example, a grocery shop that has receipts or something like that. I like that.
You can create in your theme payment icons entity and display it in the footer.
Yes.
Can do it.
Yeah, right. Like yeah. Oh, man, I like that. I like that. Now I want to test it. I have to go. Okay, content types. Migrations.
Yeah.
Great. What next? I think we do have a slide left or two.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Max? Do we have?
Yes.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Just one left, yeah.
One left. Okay.
We have improved our XJS autoloading. In the Shopware 5. In the versions before 5.6, it was so you can use only the base stores in the plugin configuration. We have in the XJS a base module which is preloaded, and there are some stores for some usages. And if you need a store which is not defined in the base, it was terrible stupid. You had to
write a lot of boilerplate code to
Yeah,
get custom stores.
Yeah, you had to write XJS in the config XML
Oh.
to achieve this. Yes.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, this sounds nasty.
Yeah.
But now it just works like like you want it to work.
Yeah. You can now use everything everywhere.
Okay, so it wasn't actually a bug that was fixed, but it was more like something that was beeping annoying.
Yeah.
And that now works as everyone wants it to work.
Yeah.
Okay, that is great. Speaking of XJS, I think this is the last slide, so we can make us big again. I don't like XJS. And the reason for that is that debugging is hell, honestly. But I think you did something about that.
Yeah. We have changed some XJS things, and we have changed the XJS error reporter. So you get, instead of C is not a constructor, the error message you want to see, like this class cannot be autoloaded because it can't be found in the directory.
So we are now getting real error messages when we are developing XJS.
Yes.
How did you achieve that?
Normally we use the XJS production version. This is minified and has no console logs to reduce the size.
Yeah, sure. You don't want to have 5 meg. I'm not sure, maybe XJS is even minified that big. But you want to have
It's minified 2 MB, and
Okay.
with dev is 5 MB.
Okay. Oh, great. I didn't know that, but hey, right guess. Okay.
And in Shopware 5.6, you have the ability to load the dev version using the config PHP. There's a developer mode. And the developer mode have a lot of console logs to help you with the error messages.
Browser console logs.
Yeah, browser
not CLI.
console logs.
Okay, so now I get actual error messages out of my XJS mess that I'm trying to create.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So maybe XJS is fun again. So maybe I mean, someone could write an XJS administration for Shopware 6.
I did it already on the Meet Next event.
No, but yeah, you know, Frosch. Frosch means frog in German, which is the whole fun thing about it. And it's also an abbreviation for Friends of Shopware. Maybe some people are willing to do that. It would be at least a fun project. But wait, we have some chat activity. Will it possible to migrate down plugins? Yes, mshop. It will be possible. And you already told me that when I'm downgrading a plugin, or wait, no, it's when I'm uninstalling a plugin.
Yeah, when you uninstall, the down message is called recursively.
In reverse order.
Yeah, in reverse order.
Okay, so the down function will be called in reverse order.
Yeah.
Am I able to downgrade a plugin? So I just updated it and the new version has some bug and I say, okay, I want to go to plugin version 3.1 instead of 3.2?
Downgrade is currently not possible. You could,
It's not, okay.
You could create a new migration and.
I mean, this would be something that the plugin developer has to do. But as a shop owner, I'm currently not able to say I want to have another version of this.
Yeah, it's currently not
Okay,
possible.
you have to do it by hand.
Yeah.
Okay, but since the current migration has a down function, you at least know what to downgrade.
Yeah.
So you would have to execute that by hand, more or less.
Yeah.
Okay, it's helpful, but it's not implemented to do an automatic downgrade yet. Okay. How should Shopware know which files were created by? Yeah, Michael is right. It is really complicated because you can't just I don't know, rename the plugin folder, download it again, and stuff like this, because plugins do things to your file system. But it would be nice in the future if plugins could do this, like they have a global down function for downgrading themselves. Yeah. This would be nice, but this heavily depends on the plugin developers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they use blue-green, it should be not so really problem, cause.
Yeah, this would be the first. This would be the first thing. Use blue-green, so everything is fine on that side. But even then, the plugin developers would be responsible for providing something so that it can be downgraded, because we can't just copy over or something like that. You know, there may be files that are created inside of the plugin.
Yeah.
I mean, one could do a diff, but still then maybe the XML files that the plugin created are not compatible in the new version. So it's a really difficult thing, but we should in the future provide plugin developers a method to provide a downgrade.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. Okay. So much for the interesting new things with Shopware 5.6, or did we forget something?
We have also improved our XJS error reporting.
We already mentioned that with the dev version.
Yeah, we have also this little window when XJS error is occurred in the administration, where the browser version and so stands. There's no new tab response, where you can see the response from the Ajax call.
Oh, okay. So I think everyone knows this error box that pops up in the backend when something goes wrong with XJS, and now there is a new tab that shows the actual response.
Yeah, when the response is JavaScript, we also do a little bit syntax highlighting and syntax checking.
Okay. And so you can see errors in your actual JavaScript source code, like something that your IDE should show you.
Yeah.
Okay, but not always does. So it's helpful. Great. Next. Okay, I'm just asking because I'm not sure about the time. It's 11:44. I want to get through all the topics because it's interesting. Another thing is Shopware 5.6 got a speed upgrade.
Yeah. We have added a HTML minification. So we have removed all white spaces in the output. So the response is a little bit smaller, and also the HTTP cache is also smaller.
So, but not less files, just smaller files.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm curious. I know that HTML minification is a thing.
Yeah.
But is white space really that expensive? I mean, a white space is actually a character, isn't it?
Yeah, we have the emotion worlds. The white space is a little bit big because we have a lot of blocks, and there is everywhere white spaces.
Okay. And with uncompressed,
yes.
with uncompressed code, even though it's just a white space, it's for the computer, it's actually character. So if you do a file completely filled with white spaces for the computer, it's a file filled with characters, and it doesn't matter if it's an A, a B, or a white space.
Yeah.
So that's why minification actually does something.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Just for my understanding.
Also, we improved our doctrine caching. So the cache files are a lot of smaller, and we have less files in the doctrine cache folder, and the cache is a little bit faster.
So faster database access.
Yeah. We have also introduced HTTP2 server push.
HTTP2 server push.
Yes.
That's a lot of complicated words. Please explain.
Server push is a sub component of the HTTP2 specification.
HTTP, yes.
HTTP
is the German, yes. HTTP2 specification, yes.
This allows us to push resources in a single request.
So all the assets like images,
yes.
CSS, JSS. So
in default, we push only the CSS and JS files.
Yeah.
Because we have source sets in the image, and we don't know which file we have to send. Okay,
so but the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript is sent with one, or as a response to the first request.
Yeah.
So it's not 3 requests, because you know TTFB is a bitch, like it says on this little t-shirt. Time to first byte is always an issue. That's the connection time it takes to actually start talking to the server. So this is now reduced to 1 call. Okay, browser support?
Browser support, all new browsers, I guess EE can't it.
Okay, Safari, iOS? No, just joking. I don't know either. But if your browser supports this, you may actually want to talk to your hoster.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has HTTP2, he has to activate it.
Yeah, he has to activate HTTP2 and also server push.
Okay, and then the first page, I think, is faster.
Yes, only the first page. Otherwise, we send on every request the CSS and JS files, and it's slower than. So
on the first push, the customer gets the CSS, JS, and he doesn't have to load it again because it's then in the browser cache. And the first request is just when it doesn't have a session. Yeah. So when he clears the browser cache, it's again on the first push. Yeah. So everything is fine, everyone is happy. Yeah. Sounds awesome. Okay, some feature bashing. What is the new hot shit with Shopware 5.6?
We have implemented custom sorting that allows shop owners to sort products in the category. So you can go in the backend and category module, and there's a new tab, custom sorting, and there's a grid where all products are listed of the category. And
so inside of the product module.
Inside the category module.
Inside the category module, it's a new tab called custom sorting. Okay.
Yes. Check. And there can you just drag and drop the products and sort them.
So I choose a category,
Yes.
And then I just get a grid overview or table overview?
You have both.
Okay, I can
Grid
choose.
and
Okay.
top. And there can you just drag and drop and sort them.
Okay, that's great. But what when what's with a category that has, I don't know, 500 products? That's tedious.
You have also a search where you can add new products to the page where you currently are,
Oh, okay.
or get a product to the page.
Okay, so yeah, I think most people don't want to actually sort 500 products. So I just want maybe to sort the first page. So I just search for the product, and then it's added to the first page, and I can move it. Sorry, around. And you said there is already the possibility to add products that are currently not in the category.
Yeah.
And then they are.
Yeah. So we automatically associated them to the
So it's a visual category sorting thing.
Yeah.
That's great. So faster working in the admin, or sorry, in the backend.
Yeah.
That's great. I like Shopware 5.6. Okay. Anything else?
Also, we have optimized our ACL module.
ACL, the access control list.
Yes.
Okay.
We have it. We have added some pre-selection of resources. So, in before versions, when you click on the product resource, just the product resource is clicked, and you have to know which other resources you will also need.
So there was no help. I wanted to give someone the right to edit a product. I go to the ACL module, I click on product, and then the other employee logs in and can't do anything because I forgot to give him additional rights.
Yes.
Okay.
We have now implemented a list of dependencies of the resources. Okay. So when you click on product, it's automatically clicks also on category, because when you have products,
you have to have categories. Okay. Yes. So now the dependencies are automatically resolved.
Yes.
And it's not magic.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe now someone loses his job. Someone who knows about the ACL. That's the only thing he does at the job. He knows about ACL, and now he has to go.
Yeah.
Because the merchant can't. No. No, it's just easier to work with ACL, and you don't have to know what you're doing. But it's always good to know what you're doing. How would you do blue-green deployments for store plugins? Oh, Class Deal, Stefan said white spaces can be an issue when working with display inline block as well. A white space forces a little gap between those elements.
Yeah.
I consider this a browser bug. But anyway, how would you do blue-green deployment for store plugins? Well, I would do this by sticking to the version. So you would have to follow the versions of Shopware, and then you can't do anything destructive when it's not a major change like 5.5 and 5.6. That means that you have to plan ahead, and that you can't do during, when you're compatible with Shopware 5.5 and you do a breaking change, then you have to do this on 5.6. That's blue-green deployment. Are those ACL lists read-write sensible? That's not a browser bug. That's by specs. Okay, sorry, not a front-end guy. Don't hurt me. But yeah, ACL lists. Are those lists read-write sensible? So can you choose, I want someone to only write or to only read products?
Yeah, we have it already implemented.
Okay, so short answer, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great. That sounds good. And HTTP 2 is supported on iOS Safari greater 9.0. So that's good. Okay, what's up? Or was this everything about feature bashing, or do you have something in the quiver?
Yeah, currently not.
Currently not. Okay. So what's up next with Shopware 5.6? What's the future?
In the future, we want to implement the Swagger framework. Swagger follows the OpenRPE specification, which defines how which results you get from the API and what should you send.
So I can auto-generate a client for my API
Yes.
in Go.
Yeah.
Maybe I do that. I like Go, in case you didn't know. Okay, Swagger sounds great.
Yeah. Also, we planning to implement lot of Symfony things like the Symfony Event Manager, and also we want to remove our send mail with Symfony Mailer. Symfony
Sounds
Mailer
great.
is a new component from Symfony.
Will this be a breaking change?
We are currently not sure because the send mailer can't handle the old mail method in PHP.
And Symfony can do that.
Symfony can't do that also not, but our send mail can it, and it's currently the default.
Okay, so the mail method won't work when we are using Symfony Mailer.
Yes.
And if we are not hacking it somehow that it can work with that, then it would be a breaking change. Okay, and we're not hacking stuff anymore, don't we?
No. We don't want to hack.
We don't want to. Okay. Anything else for the future of 5.6 that you already know at this point in time? Or that you can say for sure?
We want also create a new core bundle where we
what?
We want to create a new core bundle.
Core bundle.
Yes.
Oh.
We have such classes like as basket and as articles, and want to create sub services and place some code from the S classes to other services to make it easier to extensible, and clean up everything.
Okay.
In a new bundle.
Is it planned to deprecate S articles?
No, you can't do it. So many people use it.
Yeah. But hey, in Shopware 6, it's finally called products.
Yeah.
Biggest achievement of Shopware 6. It's called products. Okay. Great. Then I think we are done.
Yeah.
Thank you very, very much. I think we will do this again in the future because the people love you and you have interesting stuff to say. So thank you for being there here, and thank you guys for watching. The next live stream will be at August 23rd if nothing goes wrong. And same concept, it will be in German at 10 o'clock. It will be in English at 11 o'clock. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. It was a pleasure. Thank you.